I know you probably have a long list of things to do by the end of the day, by the end of the month, the week, the year. Maybe you have a list of things to do before the last day of your life. But in the midst of us going in our culture that pushes just staying busy, and it really shames rest, I wonder if at the end of your life you would wish that you had rested more, that you had stopped and smelled the roses. If you have a hammock, when is the last time you used your hammock? You know, God designed creation so beautiful, but half of us, probably more than half, don't even really notice. Probably the last time we really sat and noticed and appreciated nature and spent time in it and got down on the floor and looked at a flower was when we were a kid. God says the kingdom of heaven belongs to those who are like these little children. And what do children do? They rest. They enjoy. They look at the little things and they're not so wrapped up in their to-do list. They enjoy the little moments and they're the happiest people on earth. And I'm actually out of town right now visiting family, and I realized just how much I'm actually exhausted. The moment I stopped moving and doing and just trying to get so much done, I just crashed. And I'm trying to do things every day, and I'm just finding myself napping. And it's a big sign to myself that I need more rest. A lack of rest can lead to a lot of health issues. It can lead to nervous system overload, which can lead to anxiety. It can lead to sleeping issues, to a dysregulated emotions, just a whole list of things that a lack of rest can do. And so God calls us to rest. God created the world in 6 days and he rested on the 7th. How much more do humans need to rest than God? Rest is not a bad thing. It's not something you should be ashamed of. You should be taking your naps. Jesus napped. When he was in the boat, he was napping and the storms were going crazy. And Jesus arose and told the storm to calm down. But he stayed rested. God allowed Elijah to rest when he went out into the wilderness and he was exhausted and tired and wanted to give up. And God allowed him to just take a nap and then take another nap and eat. He basically said nap and eat a snack. Because God realizes our weak nature, that we get tired. And that's not something to be ashamed of. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It's normal to be tired. Don't shame yourself for that. Okay? Now there's a difference between resting and being slothful, right? If you find that you're resting more than not, or every time you're off all you're doing is sleeping, in normal cases, that could be seen as sloth. But in a normal case, it's just about moderation. It's not overdrive of work and barely time to rest. Does that make sense? Because in reality, you're getting more done when you're well rested, right? You are getting more things done in a better way than you would if you were just working at it and never resting. You can get more done in an hour with good sleep than in 2 hours not having slept at all. The fourth commandment of the Bible is honoring the Sabbath, which is a day set apart for God that is holy and is a day for rest, where God says there should be no work done. And he says that not because the day is like what's more important, but because we are important to him and he knows that we need to rest. And Jesus says that when he says the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. It's there to help us. It's there to restore you. Okay? So make time for rest. Don't feel bad about it. Maybe wake up one of these days, maybe on your Sunday or your Saturday or your day off, and don't make plans. Decide to wake up and do what makes you happy, and don't feel this pressure to fill your day with tasks for yourself, even for your family. You don't need to play event planner 24/7. Sometimes the best thing for a child is allowing that child the freedom to do whatever they want without having a task, because schools give them plenty of tasks throughout the week. And it could be good for them to learn how to plan their own day, how to get lost in counting rocks on the sidewalk. I don't know, but it's healthy for them to be bored. It is healthy for children to be bored once in a while, that they aren't constantly being bombarded with information and screens, but that they are allowing their imagination to be strengthened. Because imagination is from God. We're meant to be using our imagination to create things, to think about God, right? For good. Using our imagination for good. Noticing the rainbow in the sky. Noticing the smell of the earth. We're so overstimulated, and it is ruining our health, wrecking our mental state, creating zombies. We're all in a zombie-like state with our minds processing so much information, and it's not how God intended our minds to work. We're getting sick because of information overload and trying to push ourselves, and we're not even enjoying the things we're planning. We're booking our weekends, and we're not even enjoying the things we're going to because we're so exhausted. We're not appreciating the things that we go to because we're so full of trying to be filled with dopamine and all the time that we don't even enjoy things like we're intended to. If you pull back a little bit and you learn how to be bored, you're gonna find that even simple things like taking a walk is so much more enjoyable because your brain is not overloaded with dopamine, that something as simple as seeing the sun come out and feeling that on your skin is going to bring you so much joy. So learn to rest. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. So much pressure that you need to just do a million things in a day, because you don't. You don't. Many figures in the Bible were known for one moment. David and Goliath. And yes, much of his life led up to that point, but it was one moment that we talk about. Jesus' ministry was 3 years that we talk about. And before that, he was growing in wisdom, working as a carpenter, obeying his parents. I'm sure he had many days of just enjoying the earth, spending time with his family. So, yes, be busy. Many people love being busy. I know that is a good, holy, great thing. But have a little bit of balance. Have a seventh of your time go towards rest. Okay? And you'll be happier for it, and you'll get more done in the long run for it, and you'll be obeying God's word when he says to rest.